Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Dwayne Shaw. He is the Executive Director of the Down East Salmon Federation. Dwayne, thank you for joining us today.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. And you're here, of course, to talk about the annual Smelt Fry, which is tomorrow, right?
That's right. Columbia Falls,
Yeah.
12 noon, we
12
start
noon.
serving food, and those are all locally caught smelts right
Cool.
there in Pleasant River,
Cool.
Columbia Falls. Yeah.
So, I mean, other than just the frying of food and plenty of food for everybody, what else is going on?
Well, we'll be teaching fly casting, fly tying. There'll be teen rock and roll bands playing
Cool.
from the Maine Academy of Modern Music. They're bringing in some music, entertainment. Let's see, we have tours of our hatchery. We have a salmon hatchery right there, and we've been running for 40 years. Our organization's 40 years old last year, so. And we haven't run the smelt fry since 2019, so
Right.
we're a little rusty perhaps, but we're expecting a big crowd, probably
Right.
500 or 600 people.
Lots
at
of
the very
smelts
least.
too. I remember growing up, my mom every now and then would cook up a mess of smelts or something.
Oh, yeah.
And they were good stuff.
Nothing like a good mess of smelts in the
Right?
spring.
Yeah. And this, of course, will help you raise a little money for the Federation.
That's right.
What is the purpose of the Federation?
So our purpose is to restore sea-run fish to the rivers of Down East Maine. And that's, of course, Atlantic salmon is the iconic one that everyone knows of, but the sea-run smelt is another. And that's been very successful. That's why we're able to harvest 800 plus pounds at a time in order to supply what we need for 600 people in an afternoon.
Wow.
So we've done some dam removals, fishways, hatcheries. We have a land trust focus specifically on the river corridors to allow for campsites and shade on the streams
Cool.
and things like that. We do research. We get the citizens involved, citizen science so-called, so the anglers and the fisher folks can have input into what they're seeing, and so it's a combination of sort of field science and community work, education with the kids.
And it's working.
The old timers, and
Yeah.
it's working. So
Yeah.
we're actually harvesting fish that we've been able to sustain over time.
That's
And we
huge.
think it's a model for the rest of the state. So Washington County is leading the state in terms of fisheries recovery, and we've been a big part of that in the region. So we started in Washington County over 40 years ago with anglers and expanded into ecology and commercial fisheries like the river herring alewives, which are important
I was
lobster
going to
bait.
ask, right.
And they're also a sea-run fish.
Yeah.
And this is something everybody can take part in by going tomorrow.
They can
Yeah.
come tomorrow, they can support us, they can sponsor us, they can sponsor someone else to go. So
Yeah.
we keep the price low, it's $10, $8 for veterans, and everyone gets in. If you bring a family of 10 kids, you're gonna come in. And so you can pay it forward. We've got a thing we've started this year, so if somebody wants to buy a ticket for someone else, they can do that.
Very
Please,
accessible.
anyone listening, think about doing that. And we have
Yeah.
corporate sponsors, Airline Brewery,
Airline Brewing is going to be there. That's an important part.
Machias Savings Bank,
Yep.
Versant. We've got a long list.
Yep.
You can learn some things, eat some fish.
Yep. All right,
And-
one more time. It's in the Wreaths
Yeah.
Across America Gym in Columbia Falls tomorrow, 12 to 4. So make sure to be there. And Dwayne, looks like we're about out of time, but thank you for joining us
Come
this
on
morning.
down and see us.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.